This occasion. The day is very bright, and I'm sure that our program is going to be a wonderful one. We're going to start with opening prayers, and I would like to call on 2 volunteers, one from the Muslim faith, one from the Christian faith, to come and give us the opening prayer. Any volunteers, please?
We are in prayers. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
Thank you very much. Any?
Father, I want to thank you for this morning. We give you praise for this grace that you have given unto us to be here this morning, both the participants and the facilitators. We thank you for all that you have made us to learn during this course of training. Lord, we say thank you. Father, we are asking as we gather here for the conclusive part of this program, we pray in the name of Jesus that you take control. In the name of Jesus, all that we've learned, we pray that the grace to utilize it, even in the field, on the field, give unto us in Jesus' name. And at the end, let all glory be yours in Jesus' name. Thank you, Father. In Jesus' mighty name we have prayed.
Thank you very much. I would like to crave your indulgence that please we all be on our feet and pay our respects to our country, Nigeria, with the national anthem. God bless Nigeria. Please, let's take our seats. So today is the graduation of our ISAVET cohort 4. And you can see them all very nicely dressed and looking forward to graduating today. We have in our midst dignitaries that have come to be part of this occasion, and we're going to welcome them warmly. I'd like to recognize this morning the presence of Dr. Samuel Anzaku, who is representing the CVON, Dr. Bakuru. Round of applause. Thank you, sir, for getting time to be here with us. I'd like us also to make welcome Dr. Otto Vianney Muhinda, representing the rep, is also the ECTAD country lead. You're most welcome, sir. We have with us this morning Mr. Olusegun Oladipo from DTRA, Defense Threat Reduction Agency of the US, sponsors of the cohort 4, ISAVET. You're most welcome, sir. And we have Dr. John Oladejo, representing the DG NCDC. You're most welcome, sir. We have with us this morning Dr. Yahaya Tanko, Coordinator, Redise Project. And we have Ms. McKay and Mr. Emeka. They are joining us online, and they are from USAID. We welcome you. We have with us this morning Dr. Patrick Nguku from AFINET. And we have also this morning present Mr. Michael Olugbile from the World Bank. We have Dr. Oladotun Fadipe, representing NVMA. We have Dr. Obinna Onoa from BAN. You're most welcome, sir. Among the dignitaries, we have Professor A.A. Magaji. He's here with us from Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto, an external examiner on the program. And he's also a member of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. You're most welcome, sir. We have Dr. Kehinde Adeshokon, external examiner from UI. And of course, we have our mama, the national coordinator, ISAVET, Professor L.H. Lombin. I would like to, at this moment, recognize the mentors and trainers of this program. Please, can you be on your feet for recognition? Our mentors and trainers. Thank you very much. We have the FAO team. They're here with us, sorting out, organizing. Please, can you be on your feet for recognition? FAO team, thank you so much. We have the gentlemen of the press. You're most welcome. And we have the trainees in the cohort 4 of ISAVET. Please be on your feet. Thank you very much. That's the signature of this cohort. Thank you for not disappointing us. We are waiting for that Atama clap. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all welcome. We're going to proceed with our program, and we're going to go into the welcome address by the ECTAD country team lead, Dr. Otto. Okay, I'm sorry. It will be taken by Professor L.H. Lombin. You're welcome, Ma.
Thank you. And she did not introduce herself. So we need an Atama clap for her. She's Professor Asabe Zikwi Emena, the academic coordinator for this program. I'm sure you enjoyed having her. The protocol has been given, and I would like to say I'm standing on existing protocol. But to stand on existing protocol, if I don't want to lose my job, I will have to mention a few persons. And I stood to welcome this gentleman, and he says, no, I shouldn't welcome him because I'm his mother. Then I asked him, I said, when Goodluck Jonathan became president, I know that people in his village who are much older than him came and gave obeisance to him, didn't they? And all presidents, they don't have to be the oldest. So I want to welcome the CVON of Nigeria, Dr. Kolumba Vakuru, ably represented by Dr. Samuel Anzaku, who is here. And so I want to, on my protocol list, say, the CVON of Nigeria, sir, here represented by Dr. Anzaku, even though my student, even though my son, I give you all the respect, sir. I will also like to welcome, not in that particular order, we're supposed to be working together, but this is my first time of meeting him and are working together. He took over from a gentleman whom I also respected and worked with. And so he is coming into that shoe. And so I want to formally welcome Dr. Otto Vieni Muhinda. Yesterday, Dr. Otto Muhinda, that was my first time of meeting him, even though I've been doing their job for them. But I found that as we are all one in this nation and in this continent, and we sync, we flow in sync, and we have the same common, we have the common interest of developing our people. And so I'd like to say, Otto, I'd rather call you Otto. Thank you for being part of this team and for your leadership. From now on, you are our leader and we follow you. Thank you, Otto. Ditra, you gave us the money. So we will have to say something about Ditra. Hey guys, Ditra gave us the money and that's why we're. Well, Ditra with USAID, so that went to them. So I'd like to thank you, Ditra, for coming. And your name is Olusegun. Olusegun is a common name in this nation, so we all know that, and we would rather call you Olusegun or Baba Shegun or Omo Shegun, whichever we will call you. So thank you. Then the NCDC we've been working with you. And I know some time ago I was at your place and we had a meeting between FAO and CDC over this ISAVET program. I would like to thank you that you are able to, through the bank, get Redese to now sponsor the 5th cohort. Indeed, we are grateful. Our clap will not stop there because we expect that you will give another cohort. So cohort 6, we will clap in advance for cohort 6. Yeah. So our FAO rep is not here. So but Mohinda is the FAO rep today. So don't say it too loud, but you are FAO rep today. We will call you FAO rep or representative of FAO rep. And Patrick Nguku, thank you. You've always been a friend and we want to thank you. We know the work on One Health that we did with you. We are really grateful for that work and it's reverberating around the country. So thank you so much. Dr. Tanko, my student also, but now the provider of the funds for the program. I hope that you will get more funds and will continue to have that. NVMA, VCN, if I'm not registered with you, please don't delist me and just make sure that I'm there. We are all together. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and the wonderful trainees. Now, I don't know what I'll call you now, not trainees again, wonderful graduates. Wonderful graduates. I would like to welcome you to this historic event of celebrating the graduation of this special cohort, and I call it a special cohort of ISAVET. It is with great pleasure that I extend this warm welcome to all of you. We are graduating the 4th cohort of the ISAVET trainees today, which makes me really happy. When we started some 3 years ago, when the then FAO ECTAD invited me to serve as the national coordinator of ISAVET, I wondered how we were going to do it. And that was the first time. And what we're now seeing is beyond our expectation. At first, it appeared to be an impossible undertaking. But thanks to the dedication of the FAO ECTAD team and all other parties involved, I dare say a record milestone has been reached. And we want to give God the glory for that. ISAVET program is a 4-month in-service applied veterinary epidemiology training, which is divided into a 1-month didactic classroom learning and 3 months of field activities under the guidance of the ISAVET trainers and the mentors. Today we have the mentors with us and maybe 1 or 2 trainers with us. And it's coordinated by the academic advisor, who is Professor Zikwi, and the ECTAD National Project Coordinator. The training aims to enhance the capacity of frontline veterinarians in epidemiologic surveillance, field investigation, professional ethics, and emergency preparedness and response. The 30 ISAVET trainees seated here before you today have completed this 1-month didactic classroom learning, and they've completed the 3 months of field activities, including submission of 12 weekly surveillance reports, 2 data quality audit, 1 disease outbreak investigation, and field reports. Ladies and gentlemen, with this group of persons, Nigeria has so far trained successfully 4 cohorts of ISAVET, and it's about 126 veterinarians. And as we speak, the 5th cohort ISAVET trainees are undergoing classroom training in Jos, Plateau State. Indeed, we are building gradually a critical mass of frontline veterinarians that is changing the narratives of disease surveillance and reporting in Nigeria. Worthy of note, most members of the 5th cohort, which is going to be quite different, are private veterinarians, who are the first kind. This is the first kind that we are having to sponsor. And these private veterinarians are working alongside veterinarians from the veterinary teaching hospital. So we are now bringing the veterinary teaching hospitals and the private veterinarians, hoping to get a sync somewhere where these private veterinarians would be in a position to take their samples to the veterinary teaching hospitals nearest to them, so that you, sir, the CVON of Nigeria, will get a complete result, complete report of the disease status of Nigeria. That's the essence of this training, and we hope that we will succeed with that. I tag this cohort special because it is this particular cohort of cohort 4. It is the most diverse. It has participants from the states, the federal civil service, the military, the Nigerian police, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, the National Park Service, the Nigerian Agricultural Quarantine Service, the National Veterinary Research Institute, and one veterinary teaching hospital. Two veterinary teaching hospitals. This is courtesy of the United States Defense Threat Reduction Agency, DETRA, with support from USAID. And we'd like to pay a particular gratitude and thanks to these organizations for sponsoring this cohort. On this note, I'd like to especially congratulate this special group of frontline veterinarians for being a part of this milestone in the history of veterinary profession. To the graduates, I will implore you all to use this opportunity that was availed to you to make a difference. Because it's been said in life that the supreme epitaph of every being is that that being made a difference. So you will go out and make that difference in your places of work, and of course in your profession and your vocation. You are veterinarians first and foremost, then you are in the military. So for now, I consider you as veterinarians, but your vocation now, you go and make a difference and show them that as a veterinary professional in the military, in the police, in whatever of the uniform service, you can make a difference and you stand out and perform to the best of your ability for the improvement and the service of our nation, Nigeria. Go out and shine like the stars you already are. The veterinary profession is counting on you to make giant strides. Ladies and gentlemen, these success stories would not have been possible without the support of the Department of Veterinary and Pest Control Service through the Office of the CVON. And I would like to pay a particular attention and a word to the outgone CVON, Dr. Maimuna Habib. At every occasion that we've had the ISAVET training, she was there in person and was able to attend and contributed. And so I'd like to, even though she's no longer CVON, I'd like to say thank you, Maimuna, for what you did in the past for us. I'd like to thank the Office of the President of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, Dr. Aisha Abubakar Baju, and she also had to travel to Jos on many occasions when we were having this occasion, whether to welcome or to close out the cohorts. She's not here because of the exigencies of the office, but I believe that she would come before the close of the day. I would like to thank the NVMA President, Dr. Adetu Beru, for all that she has done. Hey, in the veterinary profession, you notice that I've been mentioning more of ladies, and the ladies have taken over. Where are the men? I hope they are coming. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I would like to also thank the immediate past ECTAD country lead, Dr. Guy Kwame. He's not here with us, but I believe that Dr. Otto will extend that we are particularly grateful to Dr. Guy. The passion with which that gentleman and the simplicity with which he led the ECTAD team and the ISAVET is breathtaking, I would say. He did it so well, and that gave us the impetus to continue with this program. At a point, I said I wasn't going to, but because of the gentleman that was involved, we were able to do that. The commitment and support to ISAVET and the veterinary profession is precedented. I would like to say thank you to him, and I hope, Dr. Muhinda, you will pass on our greetings to Dr. Guy Kwame. I'll also at this time like to specially welcome the new ECTAD country lead, Dr. Otto Vianney Muhinda, now especially in your own right, sir. And to, on behalf of ISAVET Steering Committee, assure you of our readiness to work and support the efforts of the FAO ECTAD Nigeria. I was told, I don't know how true, that ECTAD Nigeria has made so much progress because of the ISAVET program. I don't know, I'm not in a system, but that's what I was told. Maybe I was told just to get me to spur up to do the work, but whatever it is, I tell you, we give you all the support. We are interested in the ISAVET program, and we promise you that we would support and work hard to change the narratives in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to specially congratulate Dr. Kolumba T. Vakuru, the newly appointed Chief Veterinary Officer of Nigeria. He's here, represented ably. But I would like to say a word. He's a gentleman par excellence and very quiet and distinguished. I believe that with him, we would have the drive to continue with the ISAVET program. So on behalf of the members of the ISAVET Training Committee, the trainers, the mentors, and the trainees, I'm wishing Dr. Kolumba Vakuru a successful tenure. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've done my own role. And for you, the graduates, I won't call you trainees again. It's been wonderful working with you. You have been a special group, and we had called you the Atama group. And the Atama group because you made it so lively. I believe and I hope that you will be able to show them the Atama dance today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to.
Thank you very much, Professor Lombin, the ISAVET National Coordinator. We're going to make progress, and we'll be taking goodwill messages. First from DITRA, Mr. Olusegun Oladejo.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank the organizer for inviting me to this ceremony today. I would like to stand on the existing protocol while I make this goodwill message. My name is Olusegun Oladejo. I work for Defense Threat Reduction Agency, DTRA. DTRA, as you may be aware, is an agency of the United States Department of Defense. And we are responsible for countering proliferation of weapons of mass destruction around the globe. We also facilitate a detection and reporting of dangerous pathogens, especially those that are of security concern. We have partnered with different organizations, and we are still partnering with so many international like the FAO, the WHO, and many others to promote international standards, regulations, lines related to biological threat reduction and health security. At the national level, we support and we also partner with key stakeholders to build capacity and strengthen national response. So we promote biosafety, biosecurity, and biosurveillance. We have different initiatives that are ongoing right in Nigeria. And it covers the area of training, infrastructure, renovation, equipment, and so on and so forth. DTRA have been supporting different organizations around the world. Our core mandates as an agency of the Department of Defense is to ensure that we curtail the proliferation of all forms of weapons of mass destruction, but specifically our cooperative threat reduction program is focused more on the biological aspect of the weapons of mass destruction. So we counter proliferation of weapons components, weapons related materials, technology, and expertise. We ensure non-state actors of people with material motive did not have access to pathogens that may affect the population, and also supporting agencies, labs, to ensure that basic standard regulations are observed to prevent a leakage or infection. We have been doing this. We also support other agencies within this West African sub-region. I want to especially appreciate the FAO ECTAD for the excellent job that you are doing. And I also want to appreciate the graduates for making time out to attend this training. You are doing a great job. You are our first line of defense. And we thank you for the job that you are doing. I think they deserve a round of applause. On the part of DITRA, I spoke with my team at the HQ about this event, and they will want to know what is the follow-up action after this event. We are looking forward to that, and also area of future collaboration. And we believe that you are well positioned. ECTAD is well positioned, and the graduates today from diverse agencies within Nigeria, we know that you will bring the benefit of this training for the safety of all of us. We appreciate your work. My immediate boss was supposed to be part of this program. Mr. Ben Casiopo, who is the regional chief attaché for DITRA in the Northern, Western, and Central Africa, but unfortunately, is currently on vacation. So he asked me to say hi to ECTAD and to the graduates. And maybe shortly, when he has the opportunity to be in Nigeria, I've been talking to Dr. Otto that I will definitely schedule an appointment so that we can further area of collaboration. At this juncture, I want to thank each and every one of you. And I want to thank the anchor, Mommy, Professor ISAVET. It's good to see you once again. Please, can you help me celebrate them? They are doing a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for that wonderful speech. And thank you for the support that ECTAD has been enjoying, and ISAVET in particular. We'll get additional goodwill messages. The next will be from USAID. They're with us online, and they're going to give us their goodwill message shortly. I would like to recognize a few other persons that have joined. Dr. Ayo Maje Koduni, ECTAD National Coordinator, is here with us. You're welcome, ma'am. Dr. Zachary, who is representing the FCT DVS. You're welcome, sir. Dr. Grace Kia, one of the trainers also. You're welcome, ma'am. And we have the cohort 5. They are online. They are viewing. They are in JAWS. And their program is also opening today. So with this, I would like to invite USAID. Okay. So while they're sorting that out, I'd like to call on Dr. Patrick Nguku for goodwill message from AFINET. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Let me also stand on existing protocol, but also recognize colleagues that we've worked very closely with over the years. My name is Patrick Nguku. I represent AFINET here. AFINET is African Food Epidemiology Network. And our flagship project is to support governments in Africa to stand up and build food epidemiology, but also utilize it in disease control and disease prevention. And in that space, we have worked very closely with the NCDC, and I see my friend, Dr. Oladejo is here, and of course with the Federal Ministry of Agric, and NVRI and Federal Ministry of Environment. Over the years, World Bank, US CDC, USAID, to support FELTP in the production side, but also, more importantly, in the utilization side, because training alone doesn't prevent disease, doesn't do surveillance. You have to produce, but you have also to align with the system strengthening. So, and Professor Lombin, I remember in 2006 during the H5N1, and that's really where this multidisciplinary and multisectoral thought of training started. So I really want to thank all of you for the support that you've given AFINET over the years, and to recognize the efforts by FAO, ECTAD, and the community that supports ISAVET, to congratulate you for this, for the graduation of 4th cohort and the commencement of 5th cohort. It is very good that a project goes and survives the under 5 mortality, because we know projects that the neonate period is difficult. There is failure to thrive, and they have to do catch-up, feeding, but you are now in cohort 5. So really congratulations. It takes a community, it takes efforts from academia, from funders, from ministries, department, and agencies, from the mentors to the funders to really stand up this. So congratulations on this. And I think this is very positive in terms of moving the One Health agenda forward. I just want to say upfront that I think ISAVET is addressing a very important gap that over the years has recurred. I think collaboration from a point of strength is very important. And that niche about supporting the vet structure, the vet workforce needs, the vet PVS gaps, I think that's very important. And I really want to thank all the people that support ISAVET for this. The next point that I wanted to bring up is really to challenge the graduates. We are in a rapidly changing world. The COVID pandemic showed us, and today, I don't know how many of you joined, but Gates was addressing the youth, Nigeria, Africa, and he was talking a lot about artificial intelligence, the piece about robotics, but also the manual work, but also the piece about the blue collar piece, the automation, the thinking, the production. And I wanted to challenge the graduates. We're in the era of artificial intelligence. You've seen ChatGPT. And many of the things that we are doing, slowly by slowly, machines are taking up. Asabe, you can't compete with artificial intelligence to do spot mapping and epicurves and all these things that we do in epidemiology in terms of place person and distribution of diseases and risk factor. So how do we then then think about this lifelong learning. So you've gotten the basic competencies. The world is changing. Other things that we didn't know are coming up. So how do we as graduates have the motivation to keep learning, to keep thinking about how do I apply the skills, the knowledge, the attitudes in a changing world? I'm told ChatGPT can make a better CV than you can, yeah. For example, Prof, if that speech you made, ChatGPT would have done better. I'm told AI would make a better doctor than I am. I mean, it's about the database of all symptoms and illnesses, and then compare with the current case and give a better diagnosis. It can preach better. It can do comedy much better. So how then do we, and the biggest fear, I was just listening to this, the biggest fear is that the world will face not a huge proportion of unemployed or underemployed, but a huge proportion of irrelevancy. We have skills, but they can't be applied. So I think it's just a challenge I'm throwing up. How do we, as producers of field epidemiology, applied epidemiology, looking at addressing system gaps, how then do we take advantage of the technologies and the other advances that are coming in place, recognizing that space is shrinking, the priorities are changing, we are in a dual epidemic, more people are dying of mental health illness, depression, suicide, homicide, than illness. So how then do we, skills that we are teaching, how then do we apply in a changing world? And how continuously improve on the quality? How do we sustain the lessons that we've learned from the field tip? How do we sustain the health systems within the health security uncertainties? So thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Dr. Nguku and Afinet. I'm sure that we're aware that all the mentors and the trainers are all graduates of FELTIP. That is the work that Afinet is doing here. I'd like to call on Dr. John Oladejo for goodwill message from NCDC. A round of applause, please, as he comes up.
Thank you very much, Prof. Good morning, all. Actually, I want to stand on the existing protocol, and I bring greetings from my Director General, Nigeria Center for Disease Control, Dr. Ifedayo Adetifa. He would have loved to be here this morning, but he had to travel outside the country, and he specifically sent a WhatsApp chat to me that I must be here to really grace this occasion. So, so I'm here because he really had interest of One Health platform at heart. You will recall that when Nigeria actually established in 2011, one of the major reasons was because of this Lassa fever. I know that when you're talking about Lassa fever, you're talking about disease from animal origin. And when you're talking about even disease of public health importance in Nigeria, you can't just ignore most of the pathogens that are coming up from animal origin, and about 60% of them. So we believe in NCDC that One Health approach is the best way to really deal with any of these diseases. And you will recall, yeah, Dr. Patrick is here. When we started FETIP 2008, we had what we call short courses. I think this is now metamorphosing into what you are having in Exeter now. We always have people from the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Agric, and even from the military coming together for a short course in FETIP. And one of the criteria of getting the 2-year program in FETIP was you must have attended that course. I think it is now important for us to really have more people coming for this short course, which you are now having 4th cohorts. So I really congratulate all of you. It's very good for you to really make use of what you have learned. I think you have achieved the skill and the competency of going to the field and do the right thing anytime we have any of this outbreak. And about 2 days ago, I received a mail from my DG that there was an anthrax from Ghana, and we just have to, conduct a risk assessment. And I'm telling you now that some of us that are here present will be invited for the risk assessment, maybe by virtually, so that you'll be able to be practical of this. It's very, very important that you make use of what you have learned in this practical world. You can't just go back to your office and say that. No, you need to read a lot. Dr. Patrick mentioned something about the robots and then this AI chat. It's very, very important that we have to move ahead of it. If not, it will take over us and we'll not have any work to do again. Am I talking your mind? So I really have to stop here, and I wish you the best in your endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, NCDC, for that goodwill message. I'd like to call on Mr. Michael Olubile from the World Bank. Okay. So I'd like to call on Dr. Fadipe for goodwill message from the Veterinary Council of Nigeria and Nigeria Veterinary Medical Association. So he's wearing 2 caps.
Thank you very much. I want to start by greeting my mama, Professor L.H. Lumbin. I call her Mama Vet. And each time I have an occasion to attend meetings with her, is always a big delight for me. So, Mommy, good morning, man. Let me also welcome, very especially the CVON, be represented by Dr. Samuel Ansaku. Sir, you are welcome, sir. I want to also welcome my Oga in the country lead for ECTAD, Dr. Otto Mohinda. Forgive me if I don't pronounce the name very well. But I remember when you came for our program, we shared some experiences. Thank you very much. I also want to recognize the FAO rep. I think I'm correct, Dr. Ayo Majakodumi. I think she's around. My sister, you're welcome. Let me also recognize the presence of Mr. Olusegun Oladejo, the rep for DETRA. Sir, you're welcome. I've also benefited so much from DETRA, so thank you very much. Let me also welcome the rep of the DGNCDC, Dr. Oladejo John. You're welcome, sir. Let me also recognize the coordinator for Redise, Dr. Yaya Tanko. You're welcome. And I'm made to understand that online we have Ms. Maki and Mr. Emeka of USAID. You're also recognized. Let me welcome Dr. Patrick Nguku, if I'm correct, from AFNET, and also Mr. Michael Olubile from World Bank. You're welcome, sir. And let me also recognize the board member here, even though he's here on a different capacity, Professor Abdullah Magaji.
Sir, you're welcome. Incidentally, the CVON is also a member of the board. Let me also respectfully recognize my own sister. We've been seeing her up and down, and she's a wonderful sister to me, Professor Asabe Zikwi. You're welcome. Now, to all our mentors, trainees, our teachers in this program, you're welcome. And last but not the least, the gentlemen of the press, you are recognized. To the graduates who are my friend, congratulations. I'm sure the program has been a very impactful one, and I believe we're going to go out of here to be good ambassadors of this program. Don't be surprised that I'm standing before you and I'm wearing two caps today. Right from, I think on Friday last week, if I'm not mistaken, when the invite was sent to NVMA, the president of NVMA had told me I was going to represent her in this meeting. And I said, there's no problem. I will be here by God's grace. And then this morning, I got a call from the president of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, owing to the fact that today they will be receiving the new IG. And of course, you know, the new IG is from my place. So she had to be there. And of course, I'm also praying that that welcome service will not be too long so that she can join us in this place. So I will be here giving you good message from both the VCN and the NVMA. I hope I'm permitted to do that. Okay. Now, the VCN is very appreciative of this program as a very good initiative at a time like this. And thus, the VCN wishes to congratulate the graduates who have been through the requisite crucible to come up and to come out to carry on with the good work of ISAVET, even outside the shores of this training. Permit me to remind us that the VCN, the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, is the regulatory body. And as such, every graduate should go out to be good ambassadors of the veterinary profession. Let us be reminded that the VCN holds in very high esteem the ethics of the profession. And as such, we want us to continue to be mindful of that in the discharge of our duties, even outside here. Incidentally, the VCN president is an AIG, and as such, the VCN is the police of the profession. One thing that is very pertinent now is the sustainability of this program. And as we all know, funding is very key. I've been asked to inform us that even as we put on our thinking cap and we're looking forward to getting support to ensure that this program even survive beyond the 6th cohort as mentioned to us by our mommy, the VCN is open on this issue. Once again, congratulations to the organizers of this program for a good work, and also to the graduates who today will be passing out from this program. So these are, to a very large extent, the words of AIG Aisha Kabaju, MNI, the Queen of Mambila, who had sent me to represent her. Now to NVMA, just a little addition. The NVMA is very, very appreciative of the gesture of bringing in the private vets into this program. This has been our desire ever since the inception, because we seek an avenue where there will be a synergy between the public service and the private service. And this will, to a large extent, ensure that the reportage of diseases and other things are coming out wholesomely to represent the image of our profession. Once again, we want to appreciate everyone who has made this to happen. And we pray that the Lord will continue to keep us in our future engagements in ISAVET. This is from the NVMA President, Dr. Olutoyin Adetiberu. Thank you very much, and God bless me.
Thank you very much, Dr. Fadipe, for the goodwill message from Vet Council and from the NVMA. I'd like to call on the representative of the DVS FCT, for the goodwill message.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Zakaria Hamidu Adua. I'm here to represent the FCT DVS, who is actually having an engagement. She would have been here if she, of course, you know that she loves such occasions. She would have been here. Madam knows her very well. Thank you very much. I'd like to stand on the re-establish protocol, please. Let me start by responding. You asked a question, and in my training, every question must be answered. You said the women are taking over. Where are the men? So I would like to tell you the way the men are hiding. The reason is because they are converting us to women. They are calling that LGBTQ. So men must hide. We are scarce commodities now. That's on a lighter mode. I'd like to commend the organizers of this laudable program and also the sponsors. And also want to congratulate the ISAVET cohort 4. I have not been privileged to attend the graduation ceremonies of the first 3 cohorts, but it seems to me this particular cohort is a special cohort. There's a feeling you get when you see a group of people. I've have that feeling about this young man. And I want to tell you that your graduation is actually very, very timely in the face of this anthrax outbreak in the African subcontinent, specifically Ghana. Ghana is not far away from us, it's very close. And if you know the way disease moves, you know Ghana is not far, really. I am confident that you are up to the task in joining to protect Nigeria from these deadly diseases. I want to say thank you for giving me opportunity to say something. And I pray that the next cohort will come. I will also be part of the graduation ceremony. So yes, because this is addition to the strength of the country in the field of veterinary, and I'm happy about that. Thank you very much. Asabe, thank you, the uncle.
Thank you very much, sir, for that goodwill message. And we have Dr. Onua from Breakthrough Action Nigeria to quickly come and give us, that will be the last goodwill message, and then we switch gears.
Good morning, everyone. I think we're still in the morning. I would also like to stand on the existing protocol. I stand here before you representing my project director for Breakthrough Action, Mr. Ian Tweedy, and also the deputy project director for risk communication at Breakthrough Action, Dr. Olainka Umar Farouk. We're very pleased to be here to attend this graduation ceremony for the 4th cohort of the ISAVET training. Breakthrough Action is a flagship social, behavioral, and behavioral change project that focuses on improving risk communication and healthy behaviors for all people to adopt and to prevent disease. We have been a very strong ally to the government of Nigeria, funded by the USAID project to support in risk communication and health security, preparedness and response. We've also been very strong with supporting our sister organization, ECTAD. And I can recall we supported the week 2 training of this particular cohort during a panel session that was held. So basically, we are very pleased to support this very noble program, and we look forward to working together because, as it was mentioned, collaboration is key to be able to sustain this. And we're very much pleased to be here once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We're going to quickly switch gears now. I know that, yesterday we told you that you'd hear the results and we'll know who and who are graduating. Because cohort 4 wanted to dance yesterday, and we had to tell them to calm down so that we'll know how many graduates are here, and thereafter the dance can begin. So I'll call on Dr. Ayo Majekudini, the ECTAD National Coordinator, for the summary of the results. And while she's making her way here, cohort 5, they are online and they would like to say hello. So, cohort 5. Okay, maybe while they are preparing, Dr. Ayo.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here today. Please permit me to stand on the existing protocol. So, I believe that many of us here are familiar with the content of the ISAVET program. But for those of us who are not, I'm pleased to inform you that this ISAVET cohort 4, who are here today to pass out from the program, have gone through a rigorous 4-month training where for 1 month of class training, they studied subjects such as surveillance, outbreak investigation, prevention, preparedness and response, but also rural sociology, communication, and ethics. They had to do weekly tests, which are contributing to their results today. They then proceeded to 3 months of in-service field training, where they had to submit weekly surveillance reports using the National Animal Disease Information System of Nigeria, that is NADIS. And the program has a high pass mark of 60%. So I'm pleased to inform the graduates that they have all passed with flying colors. I'm particularly pleased to announce that cohort 4, we did not have anybody scoring below 70%. So we are very pleased. We're very, very pleased with your performance. You should be very proud of yourselves. And I think this is a very big challenge to cohort 5, who are starting their training this week in Jos. Cohort 4 has set a record for you to break. So this is to thank, on behalf of FAO ECTAD and the ISAVET team, to thank our funders, DITRA and USAID, but also World Bank and the REDISE program, who are co-funding cohort 5. Thank you all so much for your support.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ayo, for at least that tachycardia is now gone. I'd like to recognize additional dignitaries that have walked in while the program was going on. Dr. Andy Waziri, the polio destroyer. You're welcome, ma'am. Dr. Zira Abraham, thank you. So we're making progress. Cohort 5, are you ready now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm going to make progress.
Don't worry, for 5 is ready. Hello? Maybe you drop me. Hello? Can you come here? I'm using the laptop. Have you unmuted now? Yes. Hello?
We can hear you.
Good morning, everybody. I want to start on existing protocol. Say on behalf of myself and the members of the cohort, I'm a cohort 5 ISAVET class. I want to appreciate the organizers of this program. I would also want to say that you're giving us a challenge to catch up with concerning the announcement you made about Port 4. They were privileged to be here. We hope that we'll be able to surpass what they have laid out for us to meet up with. By God's grace, we will not disappoint you, I will not disappoint ourselves. And I want to say that on a lighter note, just as they are also synonymous with their tarmac, we're also thinking of what will be synonymous with us. So I want to say thank you, and I want you to just tell the classmates to say hello to everybody, so that you will see everybody as the class here. Thank you. My name is Yogun Abaton. I forgot to introduce myself. The class program. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cohort 5. Work very hard so that in the next 4 months, you would also be graduating like cohort 4. We are going to make progress, and I'd like to call on the FAO rep, Dr. Otto Muhinda, for his remarks. You're welcome, sir.
Good afternoon. When I was walking from there, I was thinking if it is still in the morning, but when I look at the watch, it's already in the afternoon. So allow me also to stand within the established protocol and stand here on behalf of the FAO representative, Mr. Fred Cafero. Is taken by another important event that FAO is doing, also of supporting the Minister of Agriculture and the Federal Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development. And I'm pleased to be here in this event and stand in those protocols. Let me first greet my brother, Dr. Samuel Nzaku, who is here actually, moving but is around, who is representing the CVO Nigeria, Dr. Vakuru, who also said that is with us, although he has traveled for another duty outside the country. First of all, let me congratulate the graduates. Join me to congratulate those who have graduated today. They have successfully passed the exams. Before, yesterday I visited them and I saw how they were responding to the last questions. And I saw in their eyes some confidence, which is raised today, and they have successfully passed exams above 70%. A very good percent for all the people who are passing exams. So we congratulate you and we wish you all the best for the future for the veterinary profession in Nigeria. Allow me also to thank the government of Nigeria for the existing cooperation between the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, that I represent today, and the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. On behalf of the FAO representative, I want to mention that FAO is pleased by this cooperation and will do whatever it needs to keep and strengthen existing achievements and also bringing more innovations to make sure that we move forward in the future of the country. I want also to thank the partners who are here present today. Our colleagues have already established the protocols and names of everyone. I will get difficulties to pronounce names. Allow me to thank all who are present here for coming to participate to this event, which shows that we want also to strengthen the cooperation. Particularly, I want to thank the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID. The USAID have contributed in development of a particular cooperation with FAO in this area of animal health by establishing a NECTAD, this Emergency Center for Transborder Animal Diseases, based in our headquarters in Rome, covering more than 30 countries in the world, caring for all the problems related to animal health. So allow me to thank and join me to thank USAID for this support at FAO. This ECTAD, Emergency Center for Transborder Animal Diseases,
was established in Nigeria twice. But let me talk particularly for the 2021. In 2021, we established again a new ECTAD team, which is actually now working on areas, focusing on 3 areas of activities, including the control of animal zoonotic disease in general, and particularly those from animals known as animal zoonotic diseases. That is the first point. The second is the laboratory strengthening, the laboratory development. We have been working on this. Actually, we have already in 2022 October obtained the first accreditation with an ISO 17025 in October 22 at VOM laboratory. We are still working on a number of laboratories in the country using the Atlas. What we call Atlas in the FAO is an assessment tool for laboratory and antimicrobial resistance surveillance that helps to move on and to advise laboratories how to move on in this way of accreditation. We are also working on the workforce development, where ISAVET is located. We have gone already through a number of cohorts. Now we are graduating a cohort 4 and launching a cohort 5. This is something that is very innovative. We are seeing more and more interest among the professionals to undertake this course that help them to work on the field and know to recognize and report diseases. This is very important for the Department of Veterinary Services, because they keep this kind of network, professional network on the ground, which have also a network that has also this level of training to make sure that they are covering the country in reporting diseases. So we are very much grateful for all this development done with the support of USAID. But this cohort 4 particularly, as Professor have said, have been supported by the DETRA. Thank you, my brother Olusegun, for being there. And please transmit our gratitude to the DETRA management for having able to support this cohort 4 graduating today. We are also looking for the cohort 5 that has already started. In the next few months, we'll be back here for another graduation. I want to thank my brother from the Ready Say project. We know that you have provided support to the cohort 5 to start. And well, I'm very, very much thankful for that. So I want to say that also FAO is also providing assistance to build epidemiological capacity in the country. Through this ISAVET, through another program that is called VVP, is a capacity building for the paravets, to make sure that they will build the capacity in terms of animal health, following on animal diseases and reporting, which is very, very important. I want also to thank other partners, especially the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention in CDC, FAO, the Directorate of Veterinary Services in Abuja. We are working together in One Health approach, where we are developing an approach and different interventions to support this One Health to grow in the country. And this helps also to address the issues of those diseases that are transmittable from the animals to human, even through the environment. I want to thank also the professionals of Nigeria, especially the Council of Veterinary Doctors, the Nigeria Council, and also the Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association for the collaboration that we have since a long ago, and we want to make it sustainable, to make sure that the thousands of vets that are working in the country to move on on their career. Since the guest of honor is the CVO, I want to stop here and invite him to come forward to pronounce the official speech of the event. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So we're going to move on to the next item, which is the keynote address by the guest of honor. That's the CVON, Dr. Vakuru, who is ably represented by Dr. Anzaku.
Good morning, everyone. I think I have one of the easiest tasks to do. I think because I'm just to come and read the keynote address and then put it down. And nobody will blame me for anything that I say here. But I think sometimes when you're given a task, you have a singular honor and privilege to also make one or two comments. It is on this premise that permit me to say something before I go into the keynote address. About 3 decades ago, little did we know that something that started like a seed planted by somebody will be here today and in many other events to be received by that same planter. A mother par excellence, a grandmother, and I dare say she's not just a mother of the veterinary profession, but a mother of humanity. An achiever, a goal setter. The one that once you throw the magic one, everything falls in place. And I say it with all sense of responsibility. Well, they say sometimes when you lose, somebody gains. And each time she always forgets. I was in my final year, I think all of us with Dr. Vakuru. And I was doing my project in public health, veterinary public health. And she was my supervisor. All of a sudden, as I was just starting, the then Plateau State government called her to be the Commissioner of Health. I wept. But again, Plateau State people were so happy for it. And to the glory of God, she didn't leave me there. Professor Umo took over. And from there, it has always been one thing or the other that she has always done, touching lives, especially the veterinary profession. In fact, if you are nervous in whatever you want to do, when you see her face, the nervousness disappears. Thank you very much for being there. Professor Lami Hanatu Lombin. Thank you very much for the leadership and the mentorship you have taught us. Some of your children are here. Like I said, me and the CVN were lucky to be in the same class, and you taught us at least in our final years before you left from for national service, and you never went back again. Thank you very much. Let me also use this opportunity to just, I think my brother, Dr. Ladejo from NCD said something. And when we have opportunities like this, it's always good for us to remind ourselves of things. Sometimes you know, but it's good to reiterate the point. And that is on the issue of anthrax, the problem that is ongoing. When this outbreak occurred and we got the alert, the CVON then was in Niger for a Komato meeting. And a lot of things have been done and are still being done. I'm sure we all recall that immediately the permanent secretary directed and an alert was sent to all the media houses. We're not debating the content of the alert, but the idea was to actually do what? Sensitize people on the dreaded anthrax disease. We also formed the expanded National Technical Committee on anthrax with all our development partners, NCDC, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Environment, and all other partners. Assist us in the prevention and control of anthrax in Nigeria. What I need to also mention at this point is the fact that we don't, because in the spirit of the One Health collaboration, CDC has been doing a lot of things on risk communication. And as I stand here, there's an ongoing work to look at what NCD is doing to improve on it so that the issue of risk communication will be properly done. So this particular document is being finalized, and the necessary risk communication messages will go out to the public. I think I just wanted to let you know on this. So let me go back to my main task now so that I don't derail. This is a keynote address by the Chief Veterinary Officer of Nigeria, Dr. Kolumba Cherubakuru, at the frontline in-service applied veterinary epidemiology training, ISAVET, cohort 4, graduation ceremony, held at this Houghton Suits, 20. First of all, let me just give an abridged form of the protocol. I want to specially recognize in our midst first the representative or FAO representative in Nigeria, Mr. Frank Kafiro, ably represented by our brother, the FAO ECTA team, Dr. Mohinda, representative of the NCDC, my brother, Dr. Ladejo, Dr. Patrick Nguku, Affinet, Mr. Michael Fadipe, the double chief today, because he's representing both the NVMA and the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. The DITRA, the very important partner for as special as this workshop. I think I understand is I can just call him Mr. Shegun. We also have the Breakthrough Action Nigeria, Nigeria, my brother, Dr. The national coordinator, my sister, who is as agile as our grandmother, Professor Asabe, always moving up and down and not getting tired. All staff of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development here present, other ministries, distinguished graduates, gentlemen of the press, Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am pleased to be here today at this very important cohort 4 of the ISAVET program. I wish to especially appreciate the presence of FAO country representative, ably represented by Dr. Mohinda, the ISAVET coordinator, our mother, Professor Lombin, Dr. Nguluku, NCDC, BAN, DITRA, so many of them that we cannot mention individually, for gracing this occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, you are aware that the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, in collaboration with the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United States, through the Global Health Security Agenda initiative with support from USAID, launched the Frontline In-Service Applied Veterinary Epidemiology Training, ISAVET, on 28 October 2021. Since then, the program has graduated 3 cohorts who have been technically exposed to epidemiological activities, disease surveillance, prevention, and control in line with global best practices. It is imperative is a worthy partner in the progressive improvement of animal health services in delivery in Nigeria. Can we clap for FAO, please? Pro services has enjoyed tremendous support from FAO over the years on many activities, ranging from animal health policy, document development, disease control strategies, validation, guidelines, surveillance activities, but just let me reiterate here that your efforts are well appreciated. May I also use this opportunity to appreciate for international development, USAID, for their support in this program and urge them to sustain it for the benefit of our teeming population. We cannot thank you enough. In fact, DITRA and USAID have supported a lot of activities, bordering on trainings and capacities, especially during the peak of the dreaded highly pathogenic avian influenza. Ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that ISAVET program is very important in strengthening our disease surveillance and reporting networks, disease diagnosis, prevention and control system to tackle emerging and re-emerging transboundary animal and zoonotic diseases in Nigeria. It is in consideration of the importance of this that the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, through funding from REDESE project, a World Bank project, and with the support of FAO, is currently undertaking the cohort 5 training holding in Jos Plateau State. Let me conclude by congratulating the graduates for going through this very rigorous part of their training, especially the 1-month in-house classroom activities without your families and loved ones. I wish to challenge you that we are expecting more output from you, particularly on disease surveillance and reporting. Therefore, I urge you to embrace the challenges that lie ahead with confidence and conviction. You must embrace your role as agents of change and let your passion for animal health and animal welfare and public health drive all your endeavors. I wish to stress at this point that you are coming on board at a time of increasing outbreaks of emerging and re-emerging diseases, and the current one being the dreaded anthrax that was reported in Ghana. All hands must therefore be on deck to continue monitor and report to the appropriate veterinary authorities. With this, I want to wish you the very best as you go into the field. We're looking forward to a robust reporting system. No wonder, and I think I must state it because the cat has been let out of the bag, that this is the first time that all the graduates are scoring above 70%. So I want to say that this is a course in the right direction. What it means is that to whom much is given, much is expected. We've been clapping for you, and we expect that when you go into the field, you will not disappoint Mama, Asebe, and all the other trainers, so that we will not come and revisit your scores again. And that is by making sure you report, improve disease reporting, and believe you me, it will be well noted, and you would have contributed to the progress of humanity. Thank you very much, and have a very great day.
Thank you very much, the CVON, for that keynote address. So there's one additional task that the CVON will do. That is to open the cohort 5.
Well, it's not you would have allowed Mama to look at my face, and I would have remembered. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, like I said, with the cohort 5 training officially has not commenced, but unofficially it has commenced. I heard the representative of the cohort 5 speak and appreciating all of us for giving them the opportunity to gain this extra knowledge, Dr. Abatan and his colleagues. So on behalf of the Chief Veterinary Officer of Nigeria, and indeed all of us here and beyond, we want to wish you the very best as you go into this training, so that when you come out, let it be a competition. You'll be better than cohort 4. On this note, let me declare the training open to the glory of God. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the CVON, for the keynote address and for opening cohort 5. We're going to quickly go into the highlights. That is the presentation of certificates to successful graduates. I'd like all the graduates to stand up and stretch. You've all done very well. So in this cohort, we had, I think, 2 nursing mothers, 2 or 3? 3. And they stayed on the program. We're very proud of you all, that you stayed true, and the 30 of you, I asked that you promise to give me 100%, and I got 100% from you. So thank you very much. And as the CVON has said, we've been clapping for you, and now you're going to go with a very big task. We've also told you that post-graduation, you're going to come and report what you've done. So ISAVET is not just for the classroom, 3 months on the field, and then you forget about it. So we're going to switch gears now. You can sit down and go into the presentation of certificates. We'd like to start by asking the CVON to help us present the first few certificates in recognition of the hard work by members of cohort 4. So I'd like to call on Abdurrahman Mohammed. And while he's coming, Adamu Hamma Boyi, get ready. And then Adamu Hamma Boyi, congratulations. Aho Ariko Henry. Congratulations. Adeyang Samson Musa. Thank you very much, sir. I'd like to call on the ISAVET National Coordinator, Professor Lombi. Amulu Uchechuku Ijoma, come forward. Congratulations. Mohammed Abdul Razak, get ready. And Balogun Rashidat Bolanle. Congratulations. Barka John. Charles Simon. Are you allergic to clapping? What is happening? Congratulations. Thank you, ma'am. The Veterinary Council, Nigeria. Dr. Fadipe, please come and make some presentations. Choma, France, Egugu. Okay. Okay, someone is going to help pick up her certificate. Then Ladi Janada. Lecture mass. Duwon Kaneng Rita. Farotimi Oluwaseun Joshua.
What ISAVET graduation?
Congratulations. Yes, thank you, sir. The DVS FCC's rep. Please come and help do the honors. Fatima Ibrahim Makintami. Congratulations. Grace Iyewande Olumoko. Hanmo Jasper. Thank you, sir. Dr. Patrick of Affinet, please. Hussein Karimat. Hassana Isaac Dunka. Ibrahim Mustafa Amela. Ladi Amos Chabiri, get ready. Ladi Amos Chabiri. Thank you, sir. Dr. Oladejo, NCDC. Muyidat Kemilola Suleiman, please come forward. Fik Adeban Bambo. Ogene Caro Pascal. Thank you, sir. Dr. Onoa of BAN. Ogolo Bukola Fatima. And Shehu Umar. You're not ending. Dr. Andy Waziri. Thank you. Let's have Usman Sani. And Yau Abdul Karim Damagum. Thank you very much, ma'am. Congratulations, cohort 4 graduates. Now we're going to still move on to another very exciting phase. And that is the presentation of awards to the first 3 positions. I would like to call on the CVON, sir. So we have, everybody is a winner today, but we have 3 people at the top, and we're going to specially recognize them. If you watch Nigerian Idol, what does the band say? Your face show, your shoe shine. Okay, so we have 3 people that have emerged at the top, and we're going to recognize them with a special award. The 3rd position goes to Dr. Farotimi Oluwaseun Joshua. Congratulations. Any music? Congratulations.
Say what? I think if I just give him the award and he go and sit down, I've not done a good job. I want to, on behalf of the Chief Veterinary Officer of Nigeria, to specially congratulate you for being selected among the best 3. Like I said, this is a greater call now to you for service. So as you receive this award, I pray that you use it to further improve yourself so that you get more worthy awards in future. Congratulations, my brother.
Congratulations. Is he one of the crazy members of the class? Because I know this cohort 4. Eh? So congratulations. Now we move on to the 2nd position. And I would like to call on the FAO rep to please come forward and make this presentation. I'd like to call on the 2nd position. This award goes to Dr. Grace Iewande Olumoko.
I'm the king. I'm the best my generation ever seen. I be like never been. I never since. I never miss.
I want to congratulate you very well. Since I have spent 1 month in Nigeria, maybe this is the first professional I will visit on the field. Isn't? With the permission of the CVO, I will go to see in the next 3 months what should have been doing with this award. Congratulations.
Congratulations. And yes, 1-1. One man, 1 woman. So it's a draw so far. I'd like to call on Mr. Olusegun Oladejo. Please come forward, sir. And the first prize goes to somebody in cohort 4. Should I tell you who that person is? Or we should just give cohort 5? Eh? All right. This one is not inconclusive. Oh. This cohort 4, you can introduce so many strange things. Yesterday, they came with a special request and I said, please give us time. We have to go and research on that. They said they wanted a special 3 days post-graduation rehabilitation package. So the first position goes to Dr. Okay, if you say Mrs., no problem. Dr. Duong Kaneng Rita. Thank you very much. Say something, sir. Rita, Dr. Rita. Okay, she went to see her mentor. Excellent. Please come back with your mentor.
I want to say a special congratulations to you, ma. On behalf of DITRA, we appreciate the commitment and the effort you've put into this. Congratulations.
So at the end, the women are still winning. So I would like to have the first, second, and third. Yes, first, second, and third positions. Please come forward with your awards for a photograph. We'd like to invite DITRA, NCDC, FAO, AFINET, the CVON, Prof. Ma, National Coordinator. Mentors, please come. All the trainers and mentors. Thank you very much. So congratulations once again to the entire cohort 4 and the award winners. We're gradually coming to the end of our occasion. We have another special presentation. There is another special presentation which our mommy, Professor Lombin, is going to help us with. So over to cohort 4.
Just introduce. Ladies and gentlemen, cohort 4 are a unique group. They've come up with something quite unique, and just a few of them, and I think the persons that are involved do not even know that this is going to take place. So I want to call on one of the graduates, one of the members of cohort 4. Can I use the word? I know the military men are here, but can I use the word, one of the coup plotters? To say why they are here, to tell us this is novel. We've not had it like that in each cohort comes up with its own uniqueness, and this is their own uniqueness. And so I want to give it to one of the participants to say why she's here.
Thank you very much. I'm Dr. Mojidat Kemilola Suleiman, one of the cohort 4 trainees. I'm here this afternoon, to appreciate our class rep. In fact, our class rep, Dr. Shiu, has been a wonderful class rep. We are coming across him for the first time. In fact, he has been very responsible, very comfortable to work with. He ensured that we don't have any misunderstanding with our professors, our coordinators. Honestly, any responsibility we give him, he will just do it. And he will give us a good response that will make all the class to even, we call him Atama class rep. We are really appreciative of him. So we decided to give him a token of our appreciation. So let me call him, please. So Dr. Sheo, we really appreciate you, and we're giving you this as our. We also want to
All right. Cohort 4, thank you very much. Seriously, I don't have words to say how I'm feeling right now. Thank you.
To just tell this house, he took over the Atama thing such that there was a time someone else wanted to start the Atama and that person got stuck halfway. So it's all left to him. Without him, the Atama is not really successful. Am I saying that what? All right. So I think we need to hear one more Atama from you. Thank you so much. Oh, there's still another. Okay.
We also like to appreciate the deputy class rep, but we just learned that she has left the hall. I want someone to come and collect for her. Dr. Azan. Okay, Dr. Precious should come and collect for her. Thank you very much, ma. We really appreciate you, ma.
Thank you very much, cohort 4, for this innovation. You're a really special group. We're going to move on right now. We want to hear the vote of thanks. The class rep for cohort 4, please come forward and make your vote of thanks on behalf of your class.
Good afternoon. I would like to just stand on the already established protocol. On the first 3, congratulations, and congratulations to the first 2. Yes, the third one, I think we all believed back then when we started that we are going to allow the ladies, first 10, to be for the ladies. We We, the guys, we are going to stay behind and give them covering fire. But we have an outlier here. Okay, that was on a lighter. I am Chief Superintendent of Police, Shehu Omar. For the last 4 months, we started this journey. We were tutored, trained, and mentored in field epidemiology. This training has greatly enriched our learning experience and broadened our knowledge in surveillance, disease outbreak investigation, data collection, disease reporting, record keeping, among others. We are now better informed on the challenges encountered in the field and the choices available to overcome such. We assure you that the knowledge gained from this training will be put to good use. As a field epidemiologist in our own right, we will make sure that every skill gained in this training will be used effectively in the protection and prevention control of animal diseases. We assure you that even as we are leaving this place, if our national coordinator directs us that we should move to the border areas to embark on a surveillance against the invasion of anthrax into Nigeria, we'll do that. On this note, I would like to thank all that has contributed to the success of ISAVET Cohort 4. Not forgetting the entire Atamarize Cohort 4 members. You guys are the best. Thank you for the support and encouragement. I would also like to thank our supervisors, mentors, trainees, guest lecturers, and every other person in this hall today. On behalf of ISAVET Cohort 4 trainees, I hereby express our profound appreciation for you honoring the invitation to attend this occasion. It is hoped that when next ISAVET called upon you for similar assistance, you will honor and oblige the invitation. Thank you very much and God bless.
Thank you very much, the Atamarize class rep and the special Atamarize Cohort 4. That was really wonderful. We're going to move on now to take the national anthem, and thereafter we'll proceed with the group photograph. So gradually we're winding up the program, but reports reaching me says that Cohort 5 in Jos, they are already agitating that the women or the ladies are not going to top the class. So we are going to see. I know the ladies are not going to back down. They are going to give them a run for their money. So can we all stand up, please, to take the national anthem? for the group photograph will be in order. Are you going to tell us to do 1 million again? You want to say something? Okay, Dr. Asinamai. Yes, we miss him. Dr. Asinamai. Okay, they want to give you an Atama clap.
Okay, thank you.
Dr. Asinamai.
I'm here. I'm here, Prof.
I know that he would have given anything to be here, but he's at the end of the cohort 5. Dr. Asinamai.
Yes, Prof. Yes, Prof, I'm here.
Well done. They send you appreciations.
Yes.
And special Atama. All right. Thank you so much. So is the group photograph going to be outside? Lydia, are we going out for the photograph? So please. Can we go outside? Let's step outside for the group photograph, please. And thereafter, there will be a group lunch.
It's nice to the place.
Hello, there's a change in plan. The group photograph is going to be indoors here, please. That have gone outside should come in. The group photograph is going to be inside, please. Everybody come back in, please.
It's nice to the place.
Mo ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ nínú orin tó ré kọjá. Ẹni Ọlọ́run fẹ́ lọ ọmọ ènìyàn fẹ́. Ẹ máa yọ́nú sí mi. Àtọmọdé ẹ máa yọ́nú sí mi o. Ọkùnrin tóbìnrin ẹ yọ́nú sí mi. Ẹni bá yọ́nú sí mi. Ṣọ́ọ̀jù ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba. 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 Ní ẹ̀ máa yọ́nú sí mi. Kò yẹ yọ́nú sí mi. Kò yẹ yọ́nú sí mi. Gbogbo ẹni bá yọ́nú sí mi o. Ó ṣọ́jú ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba. 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 Àánú mo rí gbà àdé orí lọ. Àánú mo gbà àdé orí lọ. Èmi jáyé orí mi àdé orí lọ. Ìdẹ́ṣẹ́ mi mọ̀ ọ́n ṣe àdé orí lọ. Ìmọ̀dẹ́ṣẹ́ mi mọ̀ ọ́n ṣe àdé orí lọ. Àánú mo gbà àdé orí lọ. Ọmọládé àlàáfíà àdé orí lọ. Ọmọládé àlàáfíà àdé orí lọ. Ọ̀yà ìnú ìdá àdé orí lọ. Gbòǹgbò ìdílé Jésù àdé orí lọ. Àánú mo gbà àdé orí lọ. Ọlọ́tọ́ gbogbo pọ́lẹ̀ àdé orí lọ. Ọlọ́tọ́ gbogbo pọ́lẹ̀ àdé orí lọ. Kì í ṣe bẹ́yẹ̀ àdé orí lọ. Kì máa bẹ ṣe bẹ́yẹ̀ àdé orí lọ. Ọmọ Síkírù Àyìndé bá rí sá àdé orí lọ. Síkírù Àyìndé mo ń jẹ́ṣẹ́ tó fún mi ìbò àdé orí lọ. Lórí eré fíjì àdé orí lọ. Kò dẹ́ni bá jẹ́ ọlọ́run àdé orí lọ. Mo dúpẹ́ o.
Only you tonight. I wanna make you know. Make me know the vibe. I don't want to sleep alone. Wanna hold you back. I pull my eyes, but I'll be alright. Forever. My last one. My best one. It even take so much to go. Hey, them go feel it. Them go on it. Them go hold it. Them go. Hey, them go feel it. Them go on it. Them go hold it. Them go. I'll be talking to myself. I know she even forgot it. She can be feeling like a zombie. And she shoot like a glory. If she put that body down, you got me more than jewelry. I just touched down. And I see you now. Stabbing on the phone. Only you tonight. I wanna make you make me know the fight. I don't want to sleep alone. Don't want to sleep alone. Wanna hold you tight. But I'll be alright. Forever. While I'm talking, so much is gone. Hey, them go feel it. Them go running down. Them go hold it. Them go. Hey, them go feel it. Them go running down. Them go hold it. Them go. I sit my alcohol. I don't want to be in my face. I don't want to expect you where them before. Everybody stress because it's not me. Wake up. But I am on it. Please, wake up. But I am on it. Wake up. Go get the moolah. Wake up. Don't walk it, don't try. You're supposed to be giant. Kill up for me, for best name, I call best name with no man on. When I land softly on the sofa floor. So far, so good. Money by Joe, let me see you. Let me see you. Let me see you. The buka. Let me see you. Let me see you. The buka. Let me see you. Let me see you. The buka. Let me see you. I want to flex my love. I want to bless. And I want to carry my love to replace she loves. I want to bless. And I want to carry my love to replace she loves. The night is too young and so early. I might be wrong, but you're all I need, oh shit. You like it for your waist. You make my one curse. Been staring all day. Oh, yeah, tell me what you want to do tonight. Oh, mommy, let me do you right. I mean, no go compromise. Put your hands on me. Tell me what you want to do tonight. Oh, mommy, let me do you right. I mean, no go compromise. Put your hands on me. I wanna make you feel good. If you not me, but then baby, I'm saying, oh, baby, then baby, I'm saying, baby, not me, but then baby, I'm saying.
Just give me the umbrella, Kiki. Yanda, Jiggy, Deshe Mona, wow.